In 2010, recent CalArts graduate Alex Hirsch pitched a cartoon called Gravity Falls to Disney. He wrote and drew the storyboards entirely on post-it notes. Following this pitch, a pilot was commissioned by Disney, and while it was never fully finished, it showed us the very first glimpses of Dipper, Mabel, and Stan. Unsatisfied with the look and style of this pilot, Alex personally hired his own team when the show was greenlit. The infamous Gravity Falls pilot has gained its own sort of cult following within the cult following of Gravity Falls itself. Some agree with Alex in terms of hating the look of it, while others love it and even think it's better than the show's actual style, which I personally disagree with. The pilot was animated by a small boutique animation studio called House of Cool, located here in Toronto. While it never was originally supposed to be released, it was released in full in 2016 as a prize for fans after they completed the 2,000-piece puzzle during Cipher Hunt.
Thanks to these brave, insane people, I will be posting the Gravity Falls unaired pilot on the internet very soon. I never thought I was going to do it, but you guys have earned it. It's weird, you might not care for it, but you earned it.
However, before this, bits of the pilot were publicly released. These range from little clips of the pilot to even never used clips that came from the demo reels of various animators who worked on it. These clips showed us even more of the show and characters such as Pilot Wendy and even the biker from Headhunters. Very recently, you may even know that a new-ish pilot clip was found as Gravity Falls turned 10. The clip was found by a YouTuber named Music and found on the demo reel of an animator named Alfredo Cassano. Uploaded in 2016, it had been sitting basically unnoticed for years. I uploaded an HD version of it and it exploded in popularity from there, being found and talked about by many, even some big names in the Gravity Falls fandom, and from there also giving the channel the biggest single growth it's ever had. And this pilot clip was also pretty incredible given it contained some really amazing never before seen footage, as well as the first glimpse of Pilot Gideon and Bud Gleeful, which we never had previously seen. But the reveal of the clip also raised a question. Could there be more pilot clips out there? I reached out to all the animators who uploaded pilot clips via demo reels that are online, Alfredo Cassano himself, Kevin Martonick, who uploaded that alternate pilot clip I posted here, and even House of Cool themselves. Now, I should say that this project has actually been in the works for over a year and was part of a much bigger video that I was planning which never ultimately happened, and for that I had reached out to House of Cool a long time ago about possibly getting information about the pilot, but they never got back to me. And on top of that, many of the animators who I contacted about pilot clips, they never got back to me either, so yeah, we were pretty much out of luck. But then things took a bit of a turn for the better, as I managed to have some luck with Alfredo and Kevin. I asked them very similar questions, and both responded back. First, here's what Kevin said. How did you get involved with the pilot, and what was your role? I got involved with the pilot on a referral from a friend. He suggested me to them. I think I must have shown them my demo reel at the time, and then they took me on. Did you ever meet or speak with Gravity Falls creator Alex Hirsch or anyone else involved with the show? No, I never met or spoke with Alex Hirsch. I only emailed occasionally a person or two on the animation crew. The full pilot was released to the public in 2016, but were there any clips, scenes, or storyboard drawings that did not make it in or have never been publicly released? If so, do you have any or would be willing to show them? I don't have any of those scenes or storyboards that didn't make it into the show, though I wonder if my scene would qualify since Norman is different. Alongside the pilot, did you work on anything else for Gravity Falls, and if so, what? Unfortunately, I did not work on anything else for Gravity Falls. What did you think about Gravity Falls based on the pilot alone? Did you think it would be greenlit, and if you've watched it, what are your thoughts on the show? I thought the Gravity Falls pilot turned out great. Judging by just the pilot, to me it looks like a show that would be greenlit as it has humor, intrigue and mystery, and just a lot of fun. I'm sorry to say I haven't seen the whole show though, only parts here and there, so I can't give any further thoughts on it. What are you working on nowadays? Nowadays I'm looking for work, trying to see what's out there. I asked Alfredo similar questions, though a bit more specific to him. This is what he told me. How did you get involved with the pilot and what was your role? That was a long time ago and I don't remember, but I believe I got contacted by House of Cool in Canada. I was given a chunk of the pilot trailer to animate, freelancing from Italy. Did you ever speak or meet with Gravity Falls creator Alex Hirsch? Unfortunately no. I had supervisors who probably dealt directly with him and they were my only contact. Were there any clips, scenes, or storyboard drawings that did not make it in or have never been publicly released by either Alex or other animators who worked on it? If so, Do you know who I should contact about it, and if you have any, would you be willing to show them? I might have some other scenes, but probably I didn't include them in the showreel because I didn't think they were particularly interesting. Before you ask, I would have no idea where to find them, as it's 12-year-old material that I don't have available right now. Alongside the pilot, did you work on anything else for Gravity Falls, and if so, what? No, I only worked on that. What did you think about Gravity Falls based on the pilot alone? Did you think it would be greenlit, and if you watched it, what are your thoughts on the show? I love the style and the humor, so it's definitely a show I would have enjoyed watching. I also like the setting a lot, as it can be a great place for a number of ideas. Unfortunately, it hadn't aired in my area, and the only way to watch it would have been through illegal channels, so I completely missed it. In your showreel, there are two twins that are talking to Dipper and Mabel. By any chance, do you know the context behind that scene and or why they were created? Absolutely not. The only info I had was the storyboard and a quick briefing on what the scenes were about, which I don't remember. Sometimes when you work on a TV show, it could happen that you are also a fan of it, but this couldn't be the case because Gravity Falls was completely new and nobody had ever heard about it before. So even though I really enjoyed working on it, it was a job like any other back then. What are you working on nowadays? I'm the lead animator at the Spa Studios on their upcoming feature film, Ember. As a bonus, my friend Inner Element managed to find the contact information for another member of the Gravity Falls pilot team. Lilian Chan worked as an animation supervisor on the pilot. While she no longer works at House of Cool, I decided to contact her as well to see if she had any information. I asked her the same questions I asked Alfredo, and this was her response. Wow, so crazy that you did all this investigating into the Gravity Falls pilot. It was a long time ago, and I'm not sure I can really say much about it or release any new clips or visuals. Unfortunately, I'm not sure who at House of Cool you could contact with outside of what you've already done. What I can say is that HSC did create the pilot based on Alex's animatic, and from the animatic alone, it was pretty clear that GF was an incredible project that we knew would be amazing. I think that's all I can say, unfortunately. FYI, outside of the clips you found, there is the full unaired pilot on YouTube if you're looking for it. Just Google Gravity Falls unaired pilot. Best wishes, Lilian. Okay, so this is me in the future editing this video, and I just wanted to bring into the attention that since the recording of all those clips and stuff about the other pilot animators who I contacted, I recently made the discovery of more pilot clips. So this was a series of alternate scenes from the Gravity Falls pilot, which were found on the demo reel of an animator named Dharmali Patel. And I uploaded those on the 9th of August, and they've kind of got a bit of popularity, and some other channels have uploaded since then as well. But what I have not done yet is contact Dharmali directly in regards to these clips. So that will be the next course of action, and if I get a response from her, I will make a second part to this whole video. I've also been trying to contact other animators and trying to find other people who worked on the Gravity Falls pilot that I can get in touch with to try and see if they can provide some more insight about what the work on the pilot was like back in 2010. I've also been trying to find people who are associated with House of Cool who I can get in touch with, who might be able to provide more insight, given that's of course the company that made the pilot. So yeah, if you are someone who knows someone who works at House of Cool, or how to get in touch with someone who works at House of Cool, because they have not responded to any of my emails, please do let me know, because, you know, at the end of the day, this is all for research purposes. And something that I want to do as a fan, because I want to try and document and get as much information about the pilot, because although the pilot is well known nowadays in the community, we just don't know as much about its creation and the story behind it, because Alex has never said much about the pilot himself, and we don't know much beyond that, what we do know from him and other animators who worked on it. So if we can get more information about the pilot, that would be great, and it would help better archive the story of the pilot and the importance of it, because yeah, like, although the pilot isn't great and the animation style is really outdated, I guess you could say, I mean, and like it's really rough around the edges, it is part of Gravity Falls' history, and I think it's important to preserve as much information about it that we can. So finding more information about it is important. So yeah, that's basically the goal. So if I ever get in touch with someone else about the pilot, I will make a second part to this video, but until then, this is pretty much it. These three were the only ones who ever responded back to my emails about the pilot. The other animators either never got it or probably didn't even notice that I DM'd them or something like that. So not much I can do there. That's pretty much as far as I've been able to get on this project, which has taken a long time. A huge thank you, of course, to Kevin, Alfredo, and Lilian for their emails and just answering basically all the questions I had. It was really helpful in this project, even if we didn't really get much interesting or new information. The biggest thing we have learned is that it's possible that Alfredo has more Gravity Falls pilot clips in his possession, or did have Gravity Falls pilot clips in his possession, but no longer does. So yeah, there is a bit of more lost Gravity Falls media that's now been created because of this. So yeah, it's possible there is more. It's also possible that House of Cool has more information or pilot clips in their possession that have never been publicly released. For that, though, I would have to get in touch with House of Cool and see if they'd be willing to talk about it or share it. Of course, I've tried to getting in touch with House of Cool on many different occasions, and each time it's fallen flat. So if you work at House of Cool, are House of Cool, or know someone who works at House of Cool, please do get in touch with me. I'd be really willing to learn more about the Gravity Falls pilot from you and listen to anything else that you might have to offer. The pilot is a very interesting bit of Gravity Falls lore and history, and is not as well talked about as I think it should be. And you never know, there could be more information out there or clips that might reveal to us more things about the show. And there's also many other aspects about it that would be great to find out. So yeah, I'm gonna keep trying, but I'm not sure if I can ever get anything further beyond just this whole little experience that we've had here. So yeah, with that said, I hope you all enjoyed this little quick video, and thank you for watching. Bye.